guys? It's Autumn Hawkins of Sporting News, and I'm here with New York Liberty guard Sabrina Ionescu. How are you doing today, Sabrina?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. So let's get started talking about the Abbott Dream Team. It's entering year two. So can you just tell me a little bit about the program and why you wanted to get involved?
Yeah, I'm super excited to partner with global health leader Abbott and Real Madrid. They're going to be hosting tryouts all around the US and continuing to pour into the next generation, but being able to select young women and men to be able to continue to try out. They make the tryouts, they're able to go out to Real Madrid, be able to tour the facilities, but also learn from the great coaches that are there about the importance of sports nutrition. And I think that's something, obviously, as an athlete, is super important, and being able to get on it at a young age. And the earlier you start understanding how important nutrition is and educating yourself on it, the better you're going to be for everyday life. And so I'm super excited to just be able to partner with Avid and Real Madrid, and knowing it's an opportunity to change someone's life, and that's something that's really important.
Yeah, absolutely. I learned too about you as well. Like you have like a soccer background, like you started with soccer. So, how does it feel to now continue with your WNBA career and, give back this way as well?
Yeah, there's obviously so many different avenues and ways that you can continue to grow the sport of basketball, but also soccer
Mhm.
and just women's sports in general. And obviously, I'm been a soccer player since I was little. A soccer fan now, not playing anymore. But played soccer when I was younger and kind of understood the parallels and how important it is to just be active and involved in sports from a young age, and how that can help shape you as an individual on and off the field and on and off the court. And so for me, that's been exciting. Obviously, I'm also an investor in Bay FC, just being from the Bay Area and in the investor group on that, and continuing to grow the sport there as well. So it's kind of a full circle moment for me, but something I'm really excited about.
Yeah, definitely. I love the Bay Area too, so that's really cool that you're from there as well. And I want to talk about your nutrition too. So as like a professional WNBA player, what is like the most important part of nutrition for you? Like what are some of your like daily habits?
For me, is probably just like fueling. I think, you're at least for me, like I'm running from workout to workout, continuing to, you go from workout to lift to recovery, and sometimes it can be easy to not eat as much as you need to with how much you're demanding of your body. And so I'd
Mhm.
say every year there's just more education that, I can continue to do, ways that I can continue to improve. And nutrition has been, that low-hanging fruit that I've always needed, and something that is so controllable, but it's so easy to kind of miss and put on the back burner. And I think that's something that I've been super mindful of not doing, is because it can really be an X factor in the way that you play the game, the stamina that you have, the ability to be the best that you can on the court is through nutrition alongside training. And so for me, that's really been top of mind and on top of my priority list this off season, is just continuing to pour into that side of the game and knowing it's going to give so much back to me.
Absolutely. Nutrition, I think a lot of times is overlooked as well. Like I obviously am not a professional athlete, but I done played sports in high school and stuff, and I think that's something that I still remember to this day that our coaches taught us. So where can people sign up to learn more information about the Abbott Dream Team?
I mean, definitely from AbbottDreamTeam.com. That's something that everybody is going to be able to have access to understand if and where they can try out, if they are able to get to it, how they can travel there, and what it all entails. And so all information will be there. And even if you don't make the team, and I think that's something that's really special. Even if you don't make the team, but you go to tryouts, you're still getting an education on sports nutrition. Like everyone is that is able to attend. And I'd say that's really important as well, because everyone wins.
Yeah, I love that. So, into your WNBA career, you've spent 6 seasons with the New York Liberty. What is one moment that you can recall that has been your favorite thus far?
I mean, getting drafted for sure,
Mhm.
because that was like the start of everything. So, I'll never overlook that part of
Mhm.
it is just being able to get drafted to such an amazing organization. But also the sustainability of every year we've just continued to level up and get better, and our fans have done that with us. And so I'd say probably the two kind of pinnacle moments is obviously getting drafted and then winning a championship in New York.
Absolutely. That was such a big day. I'm from New Jersey. I'm a Liberty fan as well. So that was a
Yeah,
huge day for us, even like in New Jersey, because you guys rep us as well. So
absolutely.
yeah, it was such a beautiful day. So I love that that was part of like your history as well. So I want to talk about your skills like on the court. Like you're amazing to watch. So as a primary ball handler, like how has your approach been to reading defenses have evolved since entering the W?
I mean, that's a great question. I'd say it's continuing to have a great understanding of the game and kind of being able to play at your own pace and the ability to read and knowing what the defense is going to do before you make your decision. I think it's kind of an art that every guard has to have, especially that has an ability to make great plays, read the defense, be a pass first guard, and get their teammates open. Like you really have to be able to read
Mhm.
and try and think two steps ahead. And sometimes you have to do that, and sometimes you have to slow down and just see what's right in front of you. And I think kind of being able to play that dance and knowing, you got to kind of find ways to execute, get your teammates open, uh, be able to pass through weird passing angles and just get the ball where you need it to go. Obviously, for me, a lot of it has been able to look off defenders with my eyes to be able to get the ball where I want it. And it takes time. It's not something that, you can just perfect when you enter the league. But if you're
Mhm.
a naturally gifted passer, you're always looking to improve those nuances of the game. And a lot of the times it's hard to explain if people don't see it. But I think a lot of the times a lot of basketball fans understand like guards that are able to pass the ball, the art that comes with it, and how you can always continue to get better.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What is a skill in basketball that just doesn't show up in the box score, but matters a lot to winning, in your opinion?
There's so many, but I would say how hard you play and how like doing the little things, whether it's deflecting a pass or sprinting the floor to get somebody else open because you're able to drive the defense thinking you're going to score and then somebody else is open, or even like the hockey assist where maybe you're not getting the first pass assist, but the next person gets it and it opens up for somebody else. And so I'd say there's a lot of things that don't show up on the stat sheet, whether it's like 50-50 balls that you're able to dive on the floor and get more possessions for your team, or tip outs that don't count as O boards. But there's so many that aren't on the stat sheet but are crucial to winning. And anybody who's a part of the team knows those players that do that night in and night out and how they impact winning.
Absolutely. Is there, okay, so if you were to give advice to a young player that watches you and really looks up to your game, what is one thing that they should copy and one thing that they should not copy?
I would say should not copy but try. Um, is like I'd say passing. I think it's something that a lot of people don't practice, but I
Mhm.
just remember like I spend so much time practicing like how to get the ball where I want it, different like spins and rotation on the ball, and when I'm passing it to like my shooters, wanting to make sure that I can snap the ball really hard and get it on the seams. And so I would say if I had a piece of advice, it'd be like try and perfect your passing because there's always a need for that on any team.
Mhm.
Something to not copy. I would say like the logo threes I take, to not just go out there and like try and launch them, but really perfect like around the rim first and then like progressively move your way out.
Oh, that's great advice. That's really great advice. I think a lot of people, when they watch you, just like, yeah, no, I can shoot that three just like Sabrina, and absolutely not. Not at first. Definitely not at first. So I have a sneaker question for you actually. So I actually own like the Sabrina twos in gold, and I always get compliments with those. And I want to know, do you have a favorite colorway thus far, and or one that you're looking forward to releasing soon?
Ooh, I mean, I love every colorway because I picked them.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty biased on the colorways. But obviously I'm pretty superstitious. So I would say like the colorways that I've like won in or that I've played well in. Obviously, like I still have my like shoes from the championship game, which were dedicated like to my mom. So they had like lilies on them because my mom's name's Lily. And then that same year, like I hit a really big shot in the Oregon colorways in game three of the finals, and I'll always remember those shoes. And so I would say like every shoe tells such a great story, and I've loved them, and I've also loved like seeing the Nike by You that other people have created because then they when I see them they'll tell me like, oh, I did this color because of this, and they kind of tell their own story, and that's what I love so much about the Nike by You with the Sabrinas, all the shoes that we've been able to have is the stories that people tell with them.
That's amazing. I think, yeah, there's a lot to go on to when people put the outfits together and then like have your shoe on as well. So I think that would probably be really cool.
Yeah.
I love that. So now that the WNBA is currently in negotiations with the CBA, right? So what's one change that you would like to see immediately in the next agreement?
I mean, obviously, just paying the players what they deserve to be, paid. I think that's what's most important. And obviously, it's not the only thing, but I'd say what's most important is the pay and
Mhm.
understanding that we're trying to lay down the foundation for the next generation of athletes coming in as well. And knowing that they're going to get what they deserve through what this new CBA is going to be able to get to. And so that's what's most important. And obviously, there's a lot that comes with that for all the other things that are important to us as athletes. But I'd say that's probably the biggest one that takes care of a lot of things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Lastly, I just want to know, I know you didn't get a chance to play in Unrivaled this year due to your injury, but how are you feeling now, like just heading into the 2026 regular season?
Really good.
Mm.
Back to feeling 100% and kind of cleared of all injuries. So that's been really exciting. Just being able to take care of my body and feel really good for this upcoming season.
Hopefully, I'm so excited. So this was so great. It was so nice talking to you. Definitely have to catch another Liberty game like this season. So
Yes, you absolutely do. Thank you.
of course.